After the success of Mi 3, Xiaomi has now launched the Mi 4 in India. Mi 4 is a phone with top of the line specs at relatively low price. Mi 4 costs 19,999 for the 16GB and is available on flipkart.com. While the 16GB variant is the only storage option available yet, Xiaomi has announced the 64GB variant to go on sale on the 24th of Feb at 23,999. This is the Xiaomi Mi 4. Let's dig deep into it. Design is an important part of the Mi 4 like any other Xiaomi phone. To start with, it has a 5-inch Full HD display in front, 8MP front cam, and a speaker grille on the top, and capacitive touch buttons on the bottom. There is also a tiny LED notification light right under the home button. A very premium looking metal band goes all around its body, and it remains to be the best part of the design. Both the volume rockers and the power buttons are on one side, while the other side has the SIM card slot. At the bottom is a charging port and a nice looking loudspeaker. The 3.5mm headphone jack is on the top, and there's also an IR blaster, so you can use the phone as a remote too. The only place where the Mi 4's design doesn't outshine is its back cover. Though having metal sides, the back is plastic. While the plastic sort of kills that premium look that a full metal body would give, still it is not too bad. The fact that it's a 5-inch phone, it feels so much easier to handle, unlike any other phone in the market with much larger screen size. Overall, the design looks good, but you just can't forget the fact that it is inspired from older phones that we have already seen, like the iPhone 5s or even the Samsung devices from the back. It has a 5-inch screen with 1920 into 1080 Full HD resolution with very high 443 pixels per inch. The display is superb, the colors, contrast and the brightness levels are almost perfect, and it has a wide viewing angle. Overall, it offers a nice viewing experience. It uses 801 Qualcomm Snapdragon processor with 3GB RAM, Adreno 330 GPU, an IR blaster, and a 16GB non-expandable internal storage. Though it misses out on NFC chip, it has almost the same specification as the OnePlus One, a phone in the same price range, but also competes with bigger brand phones that cost much more. It scored high on the benchmark test, and the result was similar in the live testing. All apps, including heavy games, ran smooth and there were no lags or frame drop. But the phone did heat up while playing games. Playing graphic intensive games for barely 15 minutes, the phone becomes very hot. Although almost every phone heats while playing games, the Mi 4 got hotter than any other phone, and the metal sides become very uncomfortable. I had to put the phone down after 40 minutes of playing as it was too hot to hold. Keep this point in mind while making any call on buying the Mi4. It has a 3020 mAh battery that lasted for a full day on medium usage and about 6 hours in continuous video test. It was less than what I expected. It has a quick charge system, so if you charge it with the wall charger that comes with it, it will get the first 50% of the charge in just about 30 minutes and full charge in under 2 hours. But charging it with a USB takes way too long. It took more than 10 hours to fully charge through my laptop's USB, and that's a problem, so keep that in mind too. It has a single speaker, so no stereo effect, but the speaker is placed at the right place so the volume does not go down when the phone is kept down. Overall, the sound quality and loudness is not the best, but it's manageable. Coming to its software, it runs MIUI 6, Xiaomi's own UI based on the Android KitKat 4.4. Lock button brings you to the lock screen. Here, slide from the right to directly go to the camera app, or hold the home button to open flashlight. And to unlock, simply slide up. The interface looks a lot like iOS on the iPhone. There is no app drawer here, which is usually found on Androids. All the apps are on the home screen. Swipe down to get the notification bar, and to get a quick settings, swipe to the left. There are 3 buttons on the bottom: back, home, and recent apps. In the recent app menu, there are two styles. First is the icon view, or pinch in to get to the card view, again like the iOS. If you long press the recent app button, it opens the setting menu. Here you can change the wallpapers or add widgets and shortcuts. Long press the home button to open Google Now. Though it's not a very large phone, it still has a feature to help reach the top of the screen. Just swipe from right to left or vice versa on the buttons below and the screen shrinks to one side. Then there are a few apps like the theme app. With it you can change the look and the feel of the UI. Security app. Here you find few useful features like the RAM cleaner, data usage, and etc. IR Blaster app lets you use your phone as a remote. It claims to work with TVs, set-top boxes, ACs, and a lot more. I tested it with my Sony TV and it worked fine. There's a 13MP camera at the back with LED flash. It uses the Sony IMX214 sensor. The daylight or well-lit photos were a bit washed out, but were equally good as any other Android phone camera. But the low-light photos were not that good. It had a lot of noise. The camera app is well designed. Swipe left to get the filters, swipe right for different camera modes. It has HDR panorama, refocus shot, and few more. HDR has two modes, live and normal. While in the live mode, photos looked faded. The normal HDR worked well, and the photos looked good. In refocus shot, you can change the focus of the image after clicking the picture. In the video mode, it can record at 1080p Full HD and even the 4K videos. Both in 1080 and 4K videos, HDR is available. All videos came out looking good. Slow and fast motion video options are also present. It also has an 8MP front cam. It was pretty satisfying in terms of picture quality. Overall, the camera performance was good for its price. So what's my verdict on the Mi 4? I would say it is a decent phone for its price, but it has its cons too, like how hot it gets while playing games, the not so Android MIUI software, or its influenced looks. The best alternative to it is the OnePlus One. It comes for about the same price, and in overall comparison it beats the Mi 4. The OnePlus One is better than the Xiaomi Mi 4. Still, the Mi 4 may not be a bad buy. You can buy Mi 4 for its stunning display, its compact 5-inch screen size, or probably for its influenced but still pleasant design.